Hey guys, my name is Sachin. I've done my BTech in Mechanical Engineering from IIT Rourkela, having graduated in 2019. And post that, I've been working in a national PSU in the operations and supply chain domain in the oil and gas sector. Look, for my MBA application process, I worked with Manan and his team directly for three schools, Rotman, Schulich and ISB. And for Ivy Business School, I used the help for the interview prep. When I started my MBA journey and when I started my preparation for this application process, I had one thing set in mind, that this was going to be my first and only attempt at cracking this, and I had to give it my best shot. So during the initial interaction with Manan, I got a good vibe of the sense of work that he has done and how we are going to approach the process. He was someone who always focuses on controlling the process and not worry too much about the result, and that was something that was quite admirable and helped in managing the anxiety that you have during the process. And secondly, the knowledge and wisdom that he has gained from sitting on both sides of the table and helping out a lot of applicants helps you to present your profile in a better way. The narrative remains the same, your story and what you have done, the profile, your work, everything remains the same, but the way it is presented, which areas of it do you need to focus more on to present yourself, these are certain areas that he provides invaluable feedback upon. And his quick turnaround time is also quite remarkable. So you can ask him any random question about any aspect of the process that would help you in creating a better application for yourself, and he would provide great insights on that. So I remember sending him essays, thinking like, this is my perfect essay. There is no such possibility of edit, and he would reply with like 7-8 edits. And he would pick out small nuances where he thought we could improve our presentation of my profile, and that in the end really helped me with my application. So I remember during the final stages before clicking submit on my applications, I remember feeling satisfied, like I've given it my best shot. The results may or may not go my way, but I feel that I've given my 100%. So for the mock interview process, one great asset that Manan and his team have is that they are in touch with a lot of alumni from Canadian colleges. So if you wish to get your mock interview done by someone who is a graduate of that college, they can easily facilitate that. In addition, they also encourage you to reach out to such people over LinkedIn as well, where you can contact them and get yourself set up for interactions or mock interviews, etc. Finally, there were two great insights that I carried on from my mock interview to the actual interview day. So I was very anxious and nervous on the day of the mock interview, and Manan told me it wasn't necessarily a bad thing, because that only means that you're serious about the process. So a little bit of nerves is good. And finally, no matter how much you prepare, he told me that there are always going to be a couple of questions that catch you off guard. But as long as you're genuine to yourself, there's nothing to be worried about. And as for my results, so we got interviewed for three schools that we applied to. I got a rejection from Rotman, and for the rest three schools, ISB waitlisted me, and which finally got converted to a reject. For Ivy and Schulich, I got in with pretty generous scholarships, which are much higher than the class average. So, and finally, when you work with Manan, so you're not working with a consultant only. You're working with a friend. You're working with a mentor. So a business school application is not a sprint. It's a marathon. So during the process, there are bound to be times when you feel down, when you feel anxious. And through his experience of handling such issues before, he can help you out, and he helps you out in managing the anxiety by focusing on the process and not worrying too much about the results. So if you're someone who is planning to apply for business school, I would seriously consider approaching Manan and his team. Get your profile evaluated, and if you feel like it's the right choice, go forward and work with them. So I'm sure you'll not be disappointed.